Hello everyone, my name is Devin Adams. I am a Fortinet certified trainer here in Tempe, Arizona with Dynamic Worldwide Training Consultants, and I'm here to start another series of videos. I do these videos for my participants, for my classes, right, to go beyond what we have time to lecture about or to practice in our labs. So anyways, now with that out of the way, this is going to be a short introduction of what the next several videos are going to include here. I had a request to do a more complete understanding of authenticating with the FortiGate. All right, so now what am I talking about here with authentication in the FortiGate? Well, traditional firewalls, now we're talking about traditional firewalls, they only see IP addresses. There's no users with those IP addresses, right? And that's usually when we're like, hey, I recognize that IP address. That's Bob. That's Bob in the basement. Anyways, but here we can actually authenticate and put a user to that IP address, right? And there's a couple of different ways we can do that. We can use something called active authentication where the user is actually prompted for credentials, or passive authentication where we'll use some kind of remote, or not remote, collector agent to pass along the credentials so the user's not even aware of it. And then once we actually have a user authenticated, we can go ahead and do things like role-based access control. So, in other words, we might want to monitor different websites for different user groups, or allow different services out the firewall policies for different user groups. So that's going to be the goal. So the little goals for the lab here too, I was just thinking of things off the top of my head. All right, so I'll just start with local authentication and remote authentication, and then we'll move on to the whole passive authentication. So what do we mean by local versus remote? That's where the credentials are stored. So we're going to see using the FortiGate directly as the server holding the username and passwords in the groups, and then why not take advantage of having something like an Active Directory and querying that Active Directory using something like LDAP to get the credentials. So anyways, and I'm going to try to keep the videos as small as possible. I know I'm really bad about recording longer videos, guys, and I apologize about that. I'm trying to do this right. I'm not used to making videos. So anyways, guys, so that was just a quick introduction of what the next few videos are going to be, and I promise I will not get them all done today. So, but my goal is to get them done soon. So anyways, all right, thanks a lot, and when we come back, I'm going to jump right into creating local users and groups right on the FortiGate. Thanks.